3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Good morning, YouTube. Just getting down to Dolphin Island this morning to get ready to have one of our first official Renolit certification trainings. Here in a second, I'll kind of explain to you what we're doing down here. We have another training next month that's sold out in mid-May, and then I think we'll probably have another one in July. We have a regular pool training in June. I'm gonna flip it around and explain a couple things. We're back down at the Eco pools, and we have elected to put a membrane in them. I'll show you why. Marshall is over here cutting the flanges out. And the reason he's doing that is because if we're gonna go to Renolit membrane, we have to take the skimmer, the returns, the main drain, and most difficult, this window, and give them gasketed vinyl liner fittings. And the reason we have to do that is because that's how Renolit seals up. This pool has done really great. You know, this one won third place at World of Concrete 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. But it got hit by some pretty significant hurricanes. You can see right now, even just on a normal day, the waves are real close. And even though this lintel here was done exactly as prescribed by the engineer, during the slosh and the shake and the overwash, we got these little hairline cracks right off the corner, which is predictable. We always knew that that was a thing that we might deal with, but it did it off both of them. And it started to leak. And so we don't really like that, obviously. So we've been down here this time last year, and we fixed it. Everything was good. It wasn't leaking. You know, another set of storms come through, big waves. Just, you know, we get 60 to 80 mile an hour winds for 2-3 days straight, and that ocean right there is actually up under us. And it just takes a little bit of movement to get this concrete just to vibrate loose again. So the last things we got to do to get kind of prepped are, we have 2 lights over here that are actually behind the siding. So we got Bobby on the outside here taking the siding off so we can get these last 2 lights off. And then today, I think, is all we're gonna do is try to get the main drain cut out and replaced with a vinyl liner linear, and start working on what we're gonna do here to the window. I'll bring you all that and introduce you to all the training people. There, we got 12 coming in here from all over the place. A couple of them are ex-pool trainees that, or past pool trainees that have done really good, but are wanting to up the level to go to Renolit. And that's what a few of them are doing, and a few people are brand new. Same is true with May. We got some returning guys getting certified for Renolit. Just real quick, just to remember what I've said about Renolit. You know, Eco's a great product, and I do want to be careful not to say that this has anything to do with Eco. This is purely that we were pushing the envelope. We knew we were doing that. It was kind of a case study. That, you know, we built a concrete pool on stilts. We followed engineering prescriptions, but if I had not put this window on here, we'd have no issue at all. Structurally be fine, but just that little bit of extra, you know, structural complexity has created an issue we know how to fix, but I'm 700 miles away. I can't just touch it up anytime it needs to be. So the membrane is by far the best bet, which is why we do vinyl liners, membranes, and Eco. There's a mission for every version, and Renolit fits more missions than almost any other finish. We believe in it completely, and it's going to be a really, really good finish. We could never put a vinyl liner in here given the amount of renters. I mean, you can see next door, they are running amok. There's a whole family over there, been there for 2 weeks, and after they leave, another family, another family, another family. And it's just a lot of wear and tear. The Renolit membrane can handle it. Vinyl liners cannot. Eco can handle it, but Eco just can't really handle the vibrations of this pool. So because ultimately the Eco is only as sound as the concrete under it. So do want to make sure I'm not bashing Eco at all. We still love Eco. I've got 4 Eco finish pools going between me and Austin right now, maybe 5. It's great, but you're gonna put a window in it, put it on stilts on the beach. You know, it's gonna be a tough putt and probably gonna need to put a membrane in it. But it worked out nice because we are going to have trainees showing up in the morning. We're gonna have a 4-day Renolit certification training. We're gonna make some Renolit training stations real quick. I'll show you those. And once the training stations are done, we'll just concentrate on getting this thing ready, and we'll be welding this in with all of them, and as well as the training stations, and we'll have 12 new certified Renolit guys by the end of the week. We're gonna keep doing that till we have enough for everybody. All right, YouTube. Part of the Renolit training, a big part is Matt and Kenny and all these guys are gonna be teaching how to weld all the different shapes. Because to be honest, Renolit is an incredibly close skill set to TPO roof welding. Same exact tools are used. However, up on a roof, your main goal is to make it watertight. In a pool, you have the added goal of making it beautiful. So you in your corners, you don't just have the luxury of just big wide laps and stuff. It's very, technical origami, if you will. So Eric has designed about 3 training shapes that they like to train on. It's a corner set of stairs. It's just a regular corner, and it is a set of stairs with an outside edge, which are probably the most complex shapes we deal with, other than like old pools that are just bowl shaped, which just becomes a lot more artisanal and skill related just to make it look good. Making it hold water is not hard. Making it look good is, increasingly more difficult given how round things get, which is honestly why Renolit and ICF pools go together like peanut butter and jelly, because we're rectilinear typically anyway. So we've kind of given it its best substrate to start with. I've got some good form plywood here. I got all my tools set up. I'm just going to build the 3 shapes. I am going to mount a auto cover track to one that has a liner bead so that Matt and the guys can train on both methods of the top of the wall. The one you'll see up here in a little bit is the welded on. It's a metal band with PVC coating on it that we rivet to the top of the wall. And then that is just welded. So it is a permanently attached and it's super, super flat. In my opinion, a little better look. But if you have a liner track, you can weld a little liner bead on just like a liner would have, and it would hang from the liner. The only benefit to that is it makes it a little more serviceable if you ever needed to get in behind it to do something, which is pretty rare, but if you did, it would be easier to get into, but it creates a little bubble at the top because the Renolit's so thick, it doesn't just pull down like a conventional liner and get real tight. So I'm gonna build the shapes and then we'll go back up to the pool and keep prepping.